Warning! This video will explain death, the concept of death bush using top global rank gameplay. Important pointers are highlighted in the video, and players like you who watch to the end of the video will see drastic increase in your knowledge of how to be a better player. Guaranteed. Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy Assassin Dave, and welcome to another episode of What Pro Never Tell You series featuring death bush. Learning today's concept will drastically help you reduce your death frequency in any particular game and take you to a whole new level. What is death bush? In short, death bush is referring to any bushes that you do not have visions for, particularly bushes around highly contested area such as Dreadnought, Zapdos, and Rotom. Before I go into details of all the bushes you might need to pay attention to, I want to first cover why they're called death bush. In mobile MOBA, we frequently say the people who control the bushes controls the game, because bush grants you an element of surprise to your enemy. You can hide as many teammates as you want in one singular bush, or you can spread out to flank enemy from multiple sides. In other words, you are striking from the shadow to some dumbfounded enemies who are standing under the light. For more on how to apply bush to your advantage, I will make sure to cover in future episodes of What Pro Never Tell You series. So make sure to subscribe and turn the notification bell on to all notification bells so you don't miss the buzz. Now, let's focus on reverse engineering here. Basically, if you know how valuable bushes are, assume your enemies also know the same. That means if you're not careful, you might just become a deer in the headlight and got ran over by the entire enemy team who are hiding patiently inside the bush. So after depicting a picture of how dark and dangerous death bushes are, you might wonder, how do I deal with it then, Dave? Simple. Step 1. Anticipation. If you have been paying attention in our previous episode of What Pro Never Tell You series featuring legal map hack, you should be anticipating your enemy's general area at any given moment of the game. Take this play for example. It's 7 seconds before Zapdos spawn, and we spot the enemy have 4 people on the bottom side. That means the center area is most likely safe and empty. So sure enough, walk to the center and wait for enemy's arrival because we already have 2 dead. Now, anticipating that they're most likely gonna come from the bottom side, I just pan my map a little bit towards the bottom to see who comes first. If I can land some lucky Moonblast plus future sight combo burst onto enemy attackers, it will buy us a lot of time for a random teammate to spawn and eventually come to Zapdos and win us the game. Anticipating your enemy's whereabouts is the most fundamental step in becoming a decent player. If you're just getting started in this area and looking to improve, please make sure to check out the What Pro Never Tell You series episode 1 featuring legal map hack. Step number 2. Probing. After a general guess of where enemies are, you must make sure to probe all suspicious bushes that lay close to your travel path. Here is an example. Let's say I'm playing Decidueye and I want to get close to the Dreadnought area. Then all these bushes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, might possibly become death bush. So it's very important for you to systematically check all of them before you approach. When you send an arrow in, if it doesn't land, that means there's no target in there. You can see right here, I use my Shadow Sneak and discover enemy Gengar in that bush. Now before you approach every bush, make sure to stay far away and send an arrow into the bush or a skill into the bush to check if there's enemy there. You can see that when I use my arrow and then to charge it long enough, if it's a target in that bush, there is gonna be a landing animation as you see on the map, like this. This landing animation tells me whether it's a target in the bush or not. This allows you to be very careful before you approach the bush, because when you're playing a squishy attacker, you will get one-shotted if you approach a bush with enemy speedster hiding in there. So make sure to pay a lot of attention. This way will reduce your death. The same probing technique works on any skill that generates an effect or animation upon landing. To name a few, Gardevoir skill 1, no matter which you choose, Moonblast or Psychic, they both change form on hit. This will give you a clean indication of whether someone's in there or not. The same can be said for Charizard's Flamethrower or Flame Blast. If you throw Flamethrower into a bush with enemy hiding, you will be granted a movement speed. And Fire Blast works the same as Gardevoir, where it stops on hit as well. That's pretty much all you need to do to avoid death bush. So what are some bushes that you need to pay attention to? Now, please join me by smashing the like button to welcome our beloved guest Uncle Dave to explain. Hello Uncle Dave here Naughty nephew and niece in the chat want to learn about Death Bush so you don't visit Jesus so often. Don't worry Uncle Dave is here. Let's say you want to get some turtle soup in the turtle area. Then all the bushes around turtle are death bushy This one, this one, this one, possibly this one, this one, this one, all death bushy Make sure to check all of them before you get close to the turtle area. Let's say you wanna go hunt birdie Zapdos, then this bushy this bushy this bushy all death bushy Don't let Uncle Dave catch naughty nephew and niece in the chat not checking death bush. I will come to your house and take away your bubble tea. And that's pretty much it, covering the concept of death bush in the What Pro Never Tell You series. Here is a top global solo ranked gameplay featuring world best sniper Prince Decidueye to show you how to avoid death bush in action. Let's go. Now, due to the early game jungle thief from the Blastoise, you can see that we don't really get a lot of farm. It took me 4 minutes just to unlock my Unite move, and because enemy Cinderace made a huge mistake on the top side, which gave us a lot of catch-up experience, I finally was able to make a stand for myself and get some farm. But remember guys, in solo queue, this is to be expected. You do not want to expect your randoms to perform or actually help you out or actually let you farm. You want to expect the worst possible and just do the absolutely best you can. This way you will never be disappointed, and if you happen to get good teammates, that will only make you feel better and better when you're playing those solo queues. And remember to never give up until the last Zapdos find. Doesn't matter how behind you are, if you're able to get Zapdos, help your team to score in those points, there's always a chance to win the game. Right now, Turtle's coming up in 16 seconds, so I will be coming bottom side.
Don't give up.
Arrow here. Kill. There you go. There are a lot of bushes that are danger bush right now. I'm gonna use my arrow. Skill 1. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Gonna use the skills. Alright. They're gonna Unite here. I'm gonna use my Unite too. Cinderace first. Oh god. Alright, heal. I mean, I can't contest any other things. Let's slow them down and kill them. Right, I can't really contest Dreadnought, unfortunately. They do have 5, and our Blastoise obviously does not know where rotation is. Let's go ahead and... all this bush is really dangerous right now, by the way. I do not know where they are, so I'm going to check all of them. But since our guy is already moving up, it should be safe. Alright, I have to kill them. I have to kill them. Yeah, there we go. Now let's score. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Boom. Ooh, our Duraludon knows what's up. When I'm actively involved in a skirmish or battle, it's really hard for me to keep on talking and explaining my thinking processes, but in this particular game, I try my best to explain to everybody who's watching what exactly was I doing while I was playing. You can see I was trying to check every bush, and sometimes even I make the mistake of getting closer to a bush where I shouldn't have, which actually posed a danger to me, because if Charizard was hiding the bush a lot earlier, I could have been in serious trouble. I just want to show you that all this concept, even though as basic as it might be, actually takes a lot of discipline and focus. Sometimes if you are not really focused in a game, you might just step yourself closer to a bush and get absolutely obliterated. So do not feel bad if you never heard of this concept before. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn the bell on to all notification bells so you can get the buzz every time a new episode of What Pro Never Tell You series goes live, which will explain all the basic and fundamental and advanced mentality that you can have to become a great mobile player. And remember to join us on our daily live streams with the link in description so you can ask me any question live, interact with me, and join our ever-growing 10,000 viewer community every single day. Oh, and boom, bye-bye. So that's one. Okay, see, I'm using my shadow to clear that bush. And let's see. This guy's looking for me actively. I need to take a step back right now. Absol's looking for me. Or what is he doing actually? Over here, I anticipated that Absol was gonna run me down, so I decided to take a retreat, screw the objective, nothing's as important as you staying alive before Zapdos, and after I claimed the high ground, I decided to use my Unite to start poking me down, again to buy our random team as much time as can possibly get. This way when my team come back, there's a chance to fight and there's a chance to win the game. Alright, I don't think he has Unite, he just used that on the bottom side. Another one. Get this Absol. another one. Boom. And this is how you play carefully and until you win, guys. This is how you carry. People steal your jungle and win the game, ladies and gentlemen. Death Bush, man. Reduce death and win the game. Let's see. I scored a lot of points here and 198. How much damage did we do? We did 34% of the team. And despite all the disadvantages, people steal your jungle. As long as you get zap, you play zap properly, you kill them, you get in position ahead of time, and you check out the death bushes, you will win the game in solo queue master rank. So if you enjoyed this one, make sure to check out another What Pro Never Tell You series with the thumbnail right here.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with